out, and they want to wait until the city program. Now that messes up the time frame that they're talking about, June 1st.
Yeah, and the only reason like I found it, just Terry, when she was reading the minutes, mentioned it to me. I think John said possibly like August.
Something for us to think about here, because we're gonna be grinding some of those areas that some has to be ground out before the sidewalks. So, gotta come up with a meeting here.
Confirm when that is for sure.
Coordinated effort.
And one more thing, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Mayor. What constitutes an unsafe tree for the city of Sunbury? There's branches, when you have a heavy wind, I mean, you got dead branches falling out on the sidewalk. I got nothing but pictures of that. My wife got hit in the head with a branch, unfortunately, she wasn't hurt. She tripped on the sidewalk before, we were walking our dog. I mean, this tree, y'all need to come out here, man. There's dead branches, they've never been trimmed in 17 years that I've been living next door. And the lady down the street says they've never been trimmed for 30 years. And they're all the way across to the other side.
Mr. Walter, if I could step in here real quick, it is on the list of ordinances that we have been reviewing with the code office to make updates and gathering information as far as what other municipalities are doing, especially with the dead limbs. You certainly don't want any of those to fall on a public sidewalk, as we're discussing. So it is on the list. It's just a matter of getting the language ready to present to council.
Okay.
Coming attractions, if you will.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Any other? Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Rudy Frazier.
I'm sorry?
My name is Rudy Frazier. Rudy Frazier.
Okay, sir.
I'd like to see about what Mr. Jim was speaking about the stumps.
Yes, we had discussed it here a month or so ago. SRI was involved, and you said you would take out your help do it. Now, the timing is the problem. We're gonna figure out when SRI is planning on doing it and try to coordinate that with some of the sidewalks that are gonna be done through the code office. So I'm not sure the timing, but that's something we have to look into. Let's put that.
Does contractors that do the trees, do they have a shot of?
They're gonna go out for bids, I'm sure. SRI, Lori, can you help me out here?
When SRI did it a couple years ago, it was $10 a stump. And a couple of meetings ago, Jesse said he put in $750 to start that stump grinding. And I told John that, and he said he was gonna look into getting it started.
How did you pick the people to do it?
They contact SRI.
And
How
I
do
think
they contact SRI then?
the last time I think they contacted them, they get charged by the hour.
Refer to that as right.
7768. 7768.
286.
So you said John Shipman is in charge?
John Shipman.
Stump grinding.
Yeah.
SRI is 286-7768.
Yes.
He's a good guy, Mr. Shipman.
Okay, yes.
7-7.
There was a double
6-8.
house that had caught fire on Front Street between Ray Street and Line Street. They have been making repairs to the property. However, when they brought the materials in, they've been hitting the storm drain, and the storm drain is now about that far below the street. So, some of us have hit that, and it's very low. It could break an axle for anybody that pulled in there at night.
Is that what, on Ray Street, you said?
No, it's on Front Street between Race
That
and.
double house fire, what, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah,
Is it in the alley, Rebecca, or on Front Street?
No, it's on Front Street,
We
but
would have to know.
the storm drain has sunk down when they
Russ
brought
is
all
here.
the
Russ.
materials in.
Russ, can you take care of that for me? Thank you.
Okay, we'll check that out. Any other?
I have one question.
Yeah.
Joe Bartello. Jim, that truck that you bought, did you guys put that out for bid for anything, or did you just pick one?
No, not for the truck, the funding was put out. We go through CoStar, Joe. Remember CoStars?
Yeah.
It's a state bidding process.
Okay.
That's where we picked from.
And one other thing, is the Parks and Recreation Department going to have a monthly report anytime soon? Because it's been a long time since we had a report from them.
Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
I'll ask Jody to see what she has.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Any other comments? Yes, ma'am.
Regina Russell, community activist. I have a question for the code office. My neighbor approached me last night about a property that I had been complaining about for a couple of years, 405 and 407 Walnut Street. And I had been complaining about all the trash in the yard, as well as complaining about the noise that was coming from the property. She finally got the tenants out. And last night she approached me in the yard to let me know how disgusting the tenants had kept the house, and she had no idea that they had been living the way that they were inside the house. I asked her when did she last have an inspection. She said a year ago and then a month ago, because her complaint or wanting me to be aware that the basement was full of rat feces and that the cats litter, you know, everything the house just smelled awful, looked awful. And she had to keep the basement door open a couple of nights to try to air the house out. My question is, when inspections are done for rental properties, I would think that the code office should take the responsibility to notify the homeowner that there's a health and safety issue inside the house. Am I wrong? Because it's my understanding that the code is supposed to be concerned with public safety.
When there is an inspection on the property, unless there's a complaint, the owner is there during the inspection. So if there was any problems, the owner knew about it on the spot, and they were there when the inspection was done, and given a paper if there was any deficiencies in the inspection, and then a time period to remedy that problem. So if that place was inspected a year ago, and the owner was there, the past code inspection, what happened in the last year, I don't know. You said a month ago?
She said, yes, so I said,
We'll find out.
a year ago, and then she says, I said, well, when were they there last? And she said, a month ago.
Okay, if they were there on a complaint, we can look it up and find out what the complaint was. We have that, that's no problem. But the inspections of rentals in the city of Sunbury are done every 3 years. And that's, again, by the ordinance.
My second concern is again with the bicycle company that is illegally operating in a residential neighborhood. The bikes are now being stacked where they're just blocking the pathway to both houses, going from the South 4th Street all the way down the path into the backyard where you claim that this person has parking permits or parking spaces for people to come into. Something needs to be done about that.
There is, the ordinance that is being worked on is being, and that will be addressed as soon as we get that junkyard ordinance or wherever the ordinance is finalized. And I think there is a limit to the amount of bikes that that gentleman can have out front.
And on a good note, I would like to say that the street lights, it looks like you have those new bulbs in, the light on South 4th and Walnut. Excellent. It's beautiful how it lights up the street. Yes, good job.
Excellent.
Any other comments? Yes, sir.
I do agree with that. You get a letter and the homeowner's required to be there. If they're not there, they normally just reschedule until you're available.
Any other comments? Gentlemen, I have no announcements. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you for coming.
Police.